Hello everybody, the name is Leveler Jr. Forgive me if I'm being cut out, but we're going to keep it rolling. But I am here with the guy who's not cut out, who deserves all the shine right now. It is DJ Coszmos, better known as CSMS, better known as COSMOS before he became the one with the Z in there. But I have to ask this question here.
Yeah.
First things first, congratulations on being the special guest, let's be honest, special guest in the lineup with Illenium opening tonight at the Great Hall. First things first, I had to ask. I mean, we already know if we read the description that one of your biggest inspirations was Illenium. So what makes you feel, how does it feel to finally open for someone as incredible as Nick Miller?
It's insane. I mean, it's definitely a full circle moment for me. He was one of the first artists that got me into this, and the friend group that we have that has been bringing me to all these shows and getting me into the EDM scene, they're massive Illenium fans too. Our group chat literally has the word Illenium in it, which is hilarious.
Title is just straight up Illenium.
Illenium, yeah, like the Illenium gang. So that's been going for years now, and to reach out to those guys and tell them that I have this opportunity is just incredible. So I'm very excited.
And we're bringing the gang to witness this.
We are, yeah. We have a limited guest list, so we picked the top of the top people that deserve the.
Yep, your best friends, the guy who brought you into EDM, yep. And of course, the lady who brought you here on this earth. Hi, Mom. But next question I have to ask is this: what is the song from Illenium that made you a fan of his work?
Ooh, wow. That is.
Take
really
your
question.
time. We got all night.
Oh, I got it. Way back when I was in college, I heard the "Say It" remix, the Flume song. Incredible. That's still probably one of my favorite songs of all time. And hearing that way back before I really knew who he was, and then kind of exploring who he was as an artist, it really showed me like how far he's come as an artist and how much potential there is for other people like me to really get out there and develop your sound. I mean, it's incredible. I feel like he doesn't even play that track anymore. Please play the track more often, Illenium. We want to hear it.
Or maybe he's like to mix it in with the rest of it because he's into that mode where he likes to mash up certain songs. So when we hear the words of when you say it like that, that's when you know he's playing it. He has not forgotten the banger of a track he made for Flume. And as for me, it's only right if I only say what got me into him. I'm not gonna say it really was a song. It was an album. I was kind of sad. I was unintentionally avoiding him like the plague. When I was listening to him on Pandora when he would pop up throughout some of my radios. I'd be like, it's not pop. It's not upbeat enough. I would hear Fortress, skip. I would hear the song Afterlife, skip. I would hear I'll Be Your Reason, skip. No offense to you, Nick Miller. I just wasn't really in the mode just yet. But it wasn't until 2019 with the album Ascend. And that was where it kind of started really sticking for me when I saw it Courses promoting Takeaway with the Chainsmokers that you opened for as well, if you can't forget that accomplishment. We had the songs like All Together, we had songs like Gorgeous, Bipolar Sunshine and Blank, and the songs like Every Piece of Me and all that jazz. That's what really got me into his work and seeing him live when he had his Ascend tour. It was that album that kind of made me be like, okay, I see why people are digging this. I can see why I'm digging into this. Yeah. And I had to thank Illenium not only for the incredible album, but also the artists who he brought on there, Venture Club, Dabbin. It was because of him that made me know those artists and maybe say, wow, thanks, Nick. Thanks so much. But I had to ask this as well. I was gonna say this the very end, but no, we have to talk about this. Your album run. Of course, we have 2022's The Void. We have 2024's Fallen Stars. I hear there's a third one coming that you can pre-save.
Yes, you can. There's a third one coming October 17th. It is my third album under Coszmos, fourth album altogether. I, of course, have the Deep House alias.
Mm-hmm.
We'll discuss that later. Thank you, police officers. This album is one of my favorite things I've ever made. It's the most unique thing to myself that I've ever made. It was such a journey. I didn't know how it was going to begin or end. Every song was completely organic. There's no story. It's kind of just a flow. And I think that's the most exciting thing about it, is how organic it feels, and my ability to just kind of create on the spot and really dig deep and just create from the heart is really exciting. I wasn't trying to mimic anybody or fit into a genre. I sort of just produced as I went, and it created this super fantastic, abstract piece.
Understood. And this album, does it have a title?
It's called Terra Firma.
Terra Firma.
Terra Firma.
I can already guess this is going to be more grounded down to the earth.
That's correct. That's correct.
I can hardly freaking wait. And something tells me this is going to be very experimental. Something like, again, you're very passionate about. But I'm curious to know, since you're saying this is the most organic Coszmos is, how does this, rank between, the rest of the albums before? Because it seems like from what we were hearing, you were really trying to find your sound, trying to, fit into a box, so it seemed, with The Void. Of course, you had songs like, Push, Do Better VIP, and then you go into Falling the Stars, which felt like a lot more like a journey. Yeah. I mean, we had the Astronaut Head. It felt like you were trying to go something otherworldly, like, the deep, dark void, this matter of space. But now we're going from space back to the ground. So, what's the type of flow we're trying to go through now?
That's a good question. I think with The Void, I was trying to get my feet wet. I was trying to establish myself in the scene. Mm-hmm. So I was experimenting a lot, but I was trying to copy sounds. I wanted to see if I could do it, if I enjoyed making it, and if I enjoyed performing with it. So Void was sort of like the foundation. Fallen Stars, I think, because of that storyline, I really got that unique kind of personalized experience for me. I think Fallen Stars, I made that album for me. Mm-hmm. And I was able to incorporate some pretty standard genres and themes into that, but I also experimented a little bit as well. Now with Terra Firma, this album is for the viewers. This isn't for me. This is for people like you. So I have gained a lot of confidence now as a producer, and I'm starting to figure out my sound. And part of that discovery process is kind of just breaking as many rules as you can. And whatever I end up making, whatever I end up feeling comfortable making, that's usually what your sound is. It's the least I guess it's the least what's the word, tension between what you make. It flows the most. Mm-hmm. I guess that's the word. It's been a long day. What I will say is, because of the nature of every song flowing into the next, mm-hmm. it really forced me to go out of my comfort zone and find my sound, because it would have been almost impossible to try to do that while sticking to the standards of EDM and the rules that all these big artists have, which is great because that's their sound. But because it flows, like I said, it was incredibly organic. There was no resistance when I was making the tracks, and I kind of discovered each drop as I made it. I didn't even have a plan. And Terra Firma, I think, is the most unique sound to me, so I'm very excited to share it.
And are you pretty excited to share maybe a sneak peek of some of these songs in your set tonight?
That's a good question. I will certainly be playing some new tracks. I'll be playing 2 new tracks tonight.
From the album, that's right. The first is called Above the Moon. Mm-hmm. That is featuring an incredible singer that I've known for years. His name is Max Onroff. He goes by Hard Day's Work. That will be played following Nexus, which is sort of like a dubstep anthem as well. It's a quick 1-minute track. It's got a really fun drop. It's bouncy, so you guys will hear those back to back about halfway through. I can hardly freaking wait to see the reaction on that. I know it's definitely going to be a full house when it comes to you being on there before Illenium. So there is kind of a lot to prove and a lot to show out to people about the beauty, the power, the prowess that is Coszmos. So I'm just curious to know, besides those 2 sneak peeks of the album, what is the feeling of this set gonna be? Because it seems like for a lot of the sets you go to, you kind of know what feeling you're gonna deliver in certain places. You know what you're gonna do in Manifest. Yeah. You know what you're gonna do when you're opening for Yuki. You know what you're gonna do for Heritage, for these artists. So for Illenium, what's the feeling gonna be?
This is the biggest show I've played so far, and because of that, I'm giving it everything I've got. I selected my favorite set, my strongest set, and I bolstered it a little bit. So that Manifest set this year, that was a 45-minute set. I took that as a starting point, and I beefed it up. I added some fun stuff to the outro. I squeezed in those 2 songs from the new album. I'm really proud of that one because I think it's got a lot of diversity. And, Illenium sets are incredible because they tell a story. And he's all over the place. He's got the high energy, and then he's got the kind of sing-along stuff. And I wanted to make sure that with this crowd who was expecting that, I wanted to kind of make them feel welcome in this environment and kind of bring that into my set as well. So I'm taking them on a journey tonight.
Right. So you're basically taking a few pages, or should I say feathers, from Illenium's bird, and just like trying to tell your own little story, or the true form that is Coszmos for tonight. And I can hardly freaking wait to witness that. All I can say is that Nick Miller definitely chose a gem to really represent the late side of his 3, or should I say 4 show run.
Yeah.
Just thank you so much, Coszmos, for you blessing us with your music, with your work. I know it's definitely been quite the long journey ever since 2014.
Yeah.
And so seeing how much you've grown then 11 years later, nothing short of incredible, nothing short of amazing. All I can say is just thank you so much for blessing us, and we can hardly wait to see what is going to be coming next of Coszmos when this 3rd album drops.
Very excited.
All I can say is this: will we be possibly expecting, I don't know, maybe Coszmos remix of a Illenium song? Maybe when you're in backstage, you could talk to Nick about maybe working on a little something with him? I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there.
Not out of the question. I think we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but I'm not opposed.
But just just throw a line out there. What is there a Illenium song you want to maybe put your little spin on?
Ooh.
Take your time.
Fragments.
Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, but my mind almost went to fractures. I'm gonna say that, but it's like, wow, okay, fragments. So we're talking the one from Fallen Embers, right?
Yeah.
No, wait, yeah, no. That I think it's the 5th album.
No, that's just Illenium.
That was just Illenium. Yep, the 5th album, the self-titled one.
Oh,
wow.
Love. That's one of my favorite songs.
I am surprised, and already remembering that song and hearing your sound. Oh, you could make some magic with that. Although I'm just putting it out there, I was gonna say, if you don't have an answer, I got a suggestion for you. Hearts on Fire. I feel like someone like you and the work and the type of melodies you're able to put into any original tracks, Hearts on Fire could be the one, because I feel like someone like you could not only bring something heavy to it, but also bring a more stronger melodic side to it. And I feel like it could definitely make Illenium and Dabin very proud. I can hardly freaking wait. Let's play out there, take it or leave it, Hearts on Fire, but we'll be awaiting that Fragments remix of Coszmos. I can hardly freaking wait to tell him, say, hey, after you're done with New York City, I'm gonna say a little something. Just, not ready yet, but it'll be something. Just remember the name, Fragments. I can hardly freaking wait. Coszmos, thank you so much for this time. We gotta make sure you're up and ready to get rocking and rolling at Great Hall. Thank you so much for your time. I sincerely appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Thank you so much, Mom, for recording this moment. And all I can say is, I don't think NYC is ready for the power of Coszmos. I don't think Nick Miller is ready. All I can say is, to the people out there who supported him and really saw him grow to where he is now, to your best friends, to Mom, to Synchro Events, to the Bass Boats, to Manifest, to everyone who was really supporting him till this day. Thank you guys so much for your support. It's all because of you guys that made him shine to where he is now. And of course, you and your work that helped you propel yourself to where you are now. And something only tells me you're going to shine up in places that you could only ever freaking dream. Tonight is the Great Hall. Who knows? Next time, it could be Ember Shores. Next time, it could be Red Rocks. I'm just throwing things out there. You never know. But Nick Miller, keep an eye on this guy. He's going places. We're seeing him go places, and there's nowhere else to go but up, or should I say down, because we're going back to Earth, Terra. You know what I'm saying. This is Hunter Jr., Coszmos, signing out. Love you guys so much. Peace.
Peace.